Guys, welcome back to more Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Actually, figured I would carry on with that last challenge tomb that I've got left to do. So I'm in the Peruvian jungle. I think I teleported there before I logged off yesterday, but yeah. Anyway, hope you guys are well. Been thinking about what kind of direction I want to take with my channel and stuff. I still want to play new games. I still want to play some old games. I don't really want to get tied down with one game in particular, and I kind of did that with the Avengers game, and kind of, I'm kicking myself a little bit for it as well, because even though it was successful for my channel, it seems to be the only game that kind of really gained popularity and stuff, I don't know how to get out of the slump that has left me in. Oh my god. So this one should all be above ground, because we should have been able to do this a long time ago. I just never got around to it. Always forgot, just carried on kind of pushing forwards. So good.
Need to lift the statue somehow.
Go grab this. It won't take too long, and we can get back to what we were doing.
A depiction of a Pook, god of death and ruler of Mitnel, the ninth and most horrible level of the Maya version of hell. One thing a Pook enjoyed doing was dressing in putrefying flesh and visiting the surface to prey upon the living. According to legend, the only way to save yourself from him was to scream and yell like you were in unbearable agony. He'd assume you were already being tortured by one of his minions and leave you alone. How appropriate that his harbinger demon was a screech owl named Muon.
Yeah, so it's
This might represent one of the lords of Shabalba.
interesting.
Need to lift the statue somehow.
Alright, we managed to get through there. Does that stay down? Locked. Alright, we got a camp. Alright, sorry about the brief pause there, guys. Phone call. Take. So good, so good. Alright, where are we going? Raise that up, we rested up camp. Alright. Not going down there. Oh, well, I said we weren't going to go underwater because we're still fairly early in the game here. Guess that was a lie, but then again, that was a short little swim. Wow, we're falling all three. So at the point where this challenge tomb unlocks, not a lot that we have available to us in terms of skills. All this stuff is 100% though.
Those charged with crimes are brought here, and they battle under the watchful gaze of the gods, the only infallible judges. Those proven innocent may leave, but the guilty are killed and thrown to Shabalba.
Alba.
Amazing. Is this a pocket top court?
Alright, Trials of the
I need
Gods.
to raise that ladder somehow. Need to raise that ladder somehow.
Now, I've done this one before.
I think this might be the
remember
exit.
bits and pieces of
Need to
this,
raise that ladder
but
somehow.
not gonna lie, I don't
And in the
whole
moment
story.
the gods were satisfied Metnal did not kill his wife, a pelican landed at the accused's feet. This stunned those in attendance. This was a seabird, hardly ever seen this far inland. The representatives of the gods decided to see what the bird meant to do. It circled Metnal, flapping its wings and squawking softly, and then it opened its mouth and a half-eaten fish landed at Metnal's feet. This was understood by all as a sign of Metnal's guilt, and he was quickly executed. All full up. Can't carry anymore. Need to raise that ladder somehow.
That looks like where we're going. Alright.
Need to find a way to lift the ladder.
Ladder.
Need to unlock the counterweight on the left side of the monument.
Eat. Oh. Figuring out.
Unlock the counterweight on the left side of the monument. Can't do much until I get that ladder raised. I'll need to find a way to raise the ladder to get the cart under it. I'm gonna have to raise that ladder.
Well, there's a handle on it.
Shit. The rope snapped. I'll need to deal with the carts now. I'll need to deal with the carts now. I'll need to deal with the carts now.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, maybe the rope snapped now, but now I this one over. Here, I want to go sideways. Sideways? Oh, that one goes sideways. Alright. Handles on this side, so it goes forwards and back. This one goes sideways. So push this one under that. Thinking when we raise the ladder, lock into.
Need to raise the ladder. 23rd of May. Over a month has passed since our expedition departed from Cuiaba. We have consumed our provisions methodically thus far, and continue to be in high spirits. Father's age shows when we're on foot. A few times now I have caught Raleigh looking over his shoulder and back at us to make sure we're still keeping up. Father always returns a look with a smile and saying he'll soon be the one in the lead. Need to raise the ladder.
Lock down.
Well, that's a bit of progress.
Perfect. Push this. Do the same thing on the other side. Jump on that thing. And we'll lock down. Here.
Need to tether the ladder again.
Oh my god. God. Not hide that. That. Take.
There. Hope this ladder isn't as rotten as it looks.
Jeez. Last tomb, I think.
I have to find a way out.
Then help regens quickly. I've never completed every single tomb neither. Where's the exit? There it is.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Need some ammo. Oh my god.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Jeez. Right, we got a few floating hearts. Yeah, give me a sec, guys. We're done with this, and I'm gonna head back to the area that we were supposed to be at. So, made it back to town, and picked up all the ammo that I wanted. Wondering about weapons. Make big holes faster. Might buy this. I'm gonna buy this.
I'll be here if you want to deal somewhere.
There is a side mission there to hand in, but I want to upgrade this weapon first. Get to campfire. Kill point. So yep, that's the last one that we get over here. Lure traps. Still, if we had more combat related tasks, might be good, but I don't see anything helping us. Grab this. Upgrade that shotgun now. Which one was it? This one. Done. And yeah, upgrading, because we've got nothing else to spend our points on or materials on. Compare it to the wow. There's more. It has higher rate of fire, but it does less damage. How about going back to this? Not like we don't have materials that we can burn through, but oh well, whatever.
I hope you've shined up those dancing shoes, Manu. I found the ruin. It was Maya, an ancient aqueduct. It was wonderful, just as you'd imagined.
I knew you would. Now, tell me everything.
The ruins had flooded because of the earthquake. I swam through tunnels teeming with peril.
Go on.
I found a vast cavern and a stone tower with massive heads carved into its sides.
The Lords of Xibalba, right? Incredible. What else?
It must have been an aqueduct of some kind. And you'll never believe this. Most of the machinery is still functional. Water wheels 3 men high turned as smoothly as the day they were built. It was amazing to see, Manu. To be so close to all that history where no one has set foot in hundreds of years.
I see it. I can smell it, feel it, taste it. You've brought tears to an old man's dry eyes. I can't thank you enough. I'd like to give you something.
Manu, I couldn't.
Please, I insist. It's the first relic I ever found. It's beautiful and intricate. A decorated skull. I'd like someone who has the same passion for exploring that I did as a young man to have it. Don't ever let anything kill your sense of curiosity and wonder.
I won't. Thank you, Manu.
Cool.
An adhesive made of tree sap and powdered bone hold the jade and other gems in place within the wearer's teeth. A crude drill, perhaps made of obsidian, would have been used to delicately carve out the notches required to hold the jewelry in place.
What was going on there? Look at that. Can we grab some stuff? Right, we are actually gonna carry on the main mission. Take one quick look around here, grab some of the materials that we can grab earlier. Alright, Jonah.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the second set. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
The door closed and a silence settled. So great and so vast, I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. I found it, he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room, walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it.
Alright, where were we going here? There we go.
The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors.
Alright. Feeling there's a lot of lore in this area.
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century.
This is part of the story. I've done this before. I just don't remember a lot of the details around it. We'll figure it out though. I see that.
And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings.
Oh, there was something there in the wall.
25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him. So I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. A heron and an eclipse.
Oh, like something I can grab. Telling me to go over here. Oh, whatever. Moving on up.
"26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. This is where we were meant to be, he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. We will spread the true word of God from this small mission, he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box.
Oh, picking up to grab this box.
Jonah, this book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on the pamphlet. We must be getting close. We should keep looking.
I see that note.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns.
I like the fact we're completing stuff like that.
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse.
Already seen that. We'll go in there in a second. Let's grab this.
This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission.
Break, nothing to read. Right. I want to use this every 2 steps I take, but
Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 3 dozen. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well.
Tardaremos eternidades. ¿Cuántos años?
we're hearing outside.
Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way.
All right, we drop down here. Won't let me jump. Go down that way. There we go. Oh, go down. Shortcut.
There's a whole mural under here. Lara Cruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are just stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere.
Not before as well. I mean, kind of obvious.
We'll find a way.
Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here.
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Walk while you have the light.
I wouldn't want to be buried in here. The head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
Wow, there's rosary beads and crosses all over the place.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
That mirror looks dusty.
What he just said makes more sense. Everything looks dusty. You know what? We'll be back. No, I have to read that, but
I'll give you a boost. Work.
now we keep moving forward.
What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Lara! Are you alright? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. It looks like he's accepting the cross here. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. Have to use the light beam to follow the state. There's a woman in this one.
These people look like they were tortured.
I don't think this was just a crypt.
Was it this one with the woman? Nope, that's not the one.
This must be Station 4. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. I don't think this was just a crypt.
Alright, I gotta pay attention to the story.
I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls a second time. Lara, is that what I think it is?
The stations of the cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick?
This must be Station 6. have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Alright, that turns it.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion ceremonies. He said religious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the sect from the pamphlet.
Right.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around.
Reason.
when Lopez was.
Oh, come on, Jonah, you threw me off. Literally came and stood by him. That one.
Church. These ones are posed like monks.
There was something that tell us about the story.
Lopez staged the whole crucifixion. Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the sect from the pamphlet. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who are alive.
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Let's do this.
This the one where he goes on the front. Oh, it was. Wow, that was a fluke.
What the hell happened here?
Lopez had his disciple wall him in and then... bang.
No witnesses.
Tried to seal himself in.
The box of Yeshua. Only the hands of the righteous one may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on his goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.
Didn't learn the first time. Grabbing the dagger, the bad thing, and then she just grabs the box. Alright. You know, we're gonna be short of air here. Yep. Been still fear, but no air pockets. Gotta do this all in one breath, even if we don't have the upgrades.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I just need the box.
Fuck you!
Well, I guess we're done here.
Amaru!
Stop!
Let him go! Release him, and I will give you the box.
Lara, what are you doing?
I've lost enough people.
I know you have. Your father was brilliant.
He was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend. But he was obsessed, relentless.
You didn't know him.
He refused to see the potential for destruction in his work. He had to be stopped.
You had him killed.
He was going to lead the public to Paititi. Everything I love, everything I fought for. My world would have been destroyed.
And what about my world?
You can't think it's the same.
It is to a 9-year-old girl. I was a child.
There was too much at stake. An entire civilization, hundreds of years of independence, thousands of lives. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. It's not too late. You can honor Unuratu and restore the sun.
No. The threat must be removed.
You're a low, selfish, murdering coward.
And you, Lara? How many lives have you ended? In pursuit of what?
Lara, go!
Stop him!
What the hell? now?
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Bit of a weird place to start, but I think this is a checkpoint, so yeah. And we're at the 50-minute mark. It's hard to make long videos on YouTube, but is what it is. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.